It's me, MC of Healthy by George. I'm just coming on here because in the last quarter of 2024, there was a report that came out about the discovery of plastics in our brain. And we've seen that there's been plastics found in our heart, there's been plastics found in the fetus, there's been plastics found in various locations in our body. And what we don't understand, and which research is looking into, is what does all of this plastic consumption, both physically and when we eat food and when we drink things from a plastic container, when we inhale from an environment because there's so much plastic in our world, what does that really do for us? Well, we know in some studies of mice that this microplastic content that we're ingesting, inhaling, and surrounding ourselves is upsetting our endocrine system. And our endocrine system is the one that is our hormones. And so, like me, I'm someone who has a hormonal disruption. And I think there are many people who are starting to see that their hormones are disrupted too. And I wonder if there is some relationship between how much microplastics, and these are like the size of a grain of sand or the size of the thin part of your hair. How much do microplastics that we're ingesting in our food, in our air, in our surroundings, through our skin, in our stretchy clothing, how much of that is disrupting our hormones? And I think we have to start taking a step back. I know I am. I'm going to start using glass containers to heat up my food in the microwave. I'm going to start doing a lot more reconsideration of how frequent I buy things that are so many plastics in my containers for my kitchen, for what I'm using as far as when I'm cooking or heating up things. I'm going to rethink about how much plastic am I buying in the clothing that I am wearing. So how about starting off this year and thinking about how you are using plastics? Yes, it is tough because plastics are in everything. I mean, the packaging of what I see that plastic has is just overwhelming. So we really have to rethink this, especially as we're learning more about this consumption of microplastics can really be harmful of our body. Do you know how difficult it is for something to pass the blood-brain barrier to our brain? Many drugs don't get past that barrier. So for microplastics to make it into our brain is really, really astonishing. So let's rethink about how we're using plastics in this coming year. Be well, my friends. Check me out on YouTube every Thursday and Sunday. It's MC of Healthy by George.